Young, beautiful, and intelligent, Miss Gerry Alcantara was first seen on TV as a courtside reporter of the UNTV Cup. Her exemplary skills prove that she is more than just a sportswoman, but also has a critical mind for political issues. That's when she became an in-house reporter of UNTV, covered political and public affairs programs and other special events, including the 2014 President's State of the Nation Address or SONA. She was also a reporter of Radio Mobile Booth, anchor in Hataw Balita Newsbreak, and now the co-anchor of Y News. I know that off-cam, you've really experienced a lot and emerged a stronger woman and a successful woman. But what was your life like when you were young?
I grew up in a family of 5. I'm the youngest.
Bunso?
I'm the bunso. And would you believe that the age gap is actually quite big? So my older brother is 8 years older than I am. And then medyo malayo. So it's boy girl eh. Then my eldest sister is 42. I'm close to my sisters most especially, and my brothers are very protective of me. So of course I remember my sis when I was really young, my sister was already in college. And my sister was into comms, and their group would always use me as their toy or as their extra in their videos. They would make me do stuff like, oh, princess. Okay, by the way, my nickname is Princess, but that's, a family thing that they call me. So, oh, Princess, do some stuff for us. Talk to us on the phone, sing for us.
Or
Dance for us. That's really their toy. I have a lot of siblings, but it's like I'm an only child as well because of the gap. And then I usually spent more time with my cousins in the province. So that's why I'm a bit boyish. They always tease me here in the studio. Hey, you're wearing a dress today. But it's so not you. Because I actually grew up with my male cousins more. I played with them. I played Nintendo. My lolo would always get me a tirador as a gift when I was a kid. So I grew up playing boy games. I enjoy those. Until now, I still play video games. I still play on my free time, that is. I enjoy sports also. I swim. I work out if there's time. I do boxing, Muay Thai.
Let us know more about Gerry Alcantara when Spotlight returns.
That's actually a very tough question. You can't just face the people and see the news without understanding it.
Right.
Gerry graduated magna cum laude from the Ateneo de Manila University and is currently completing her master's in development economics at the University of the Philippines, or UP. She also took a communications course at the National University of Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew School of Public Policy.
When I was 8 years old, my mom and dad separated. So it was more of my mom who really took care of me, and she really paid close attention to my studies. I would think she had really high expectations of me, but I didn't feel that it was a pressure on me, but it guided me in a very good way, because at a very young age, she taught me the value of excellence, to value hard work in school, and she instilled in me that education is a very important tool that can get me to places. So at a very young age, I already enjoyed school. So I started, I think, as salimpusa in nursery school at 2 or 3 years old. Yeah, very young. So I went to a Montessori. And then after that, I went to Miriam College Grade School. And then I went to, when we transferred to the province in Oriental Mindoro, I went to a science high school. In high school, I graduated salutatorian thanks to my mom's really, it's both an internal drive and I guess my mom's guidance. Yeah, my mom really supplemented it. And the nice thing when you're in the province is that you're sent to a lot of competitions. So it's like you have your regular classes, but you also have training. Your teachers would really train you in special science classes, in math. So I'd really compete a lot. in high school, and that helped me get into Ateneo in college.
Would you say that you're a competitive person by nature?
Yes, but I think it got more suppressed when I got past high school, because I think in high school the culture is really, you have to top the batch. You're sent to a lot of competition. So
It
in a
was
way,
the purpose of being alive.
Yes. But after college, you realize that in the real world, you're not really out there to compete much, but you accomplish more if you work well with other people. It's like you can't achieve a goal. For example, I worked in government. If you're just doing things for yourself, if you just want to gain achievements for yourself, but you have to work with others towards a greater goal that's beyond yourself. So it's something that I learned in the real world.
At some point, did you really decide na para bang eto na yung gusto ko? Or were you like me na para bang you would just try anything that came your way?
That's actually a very tough question. My course in college, I started with management information systems. So it was more, I had comp sci, computer sciences classes also. And then I shifted to health sciences. At that point, we were trained in public health, more of the hard sciences. So I'm a health sciences major. And then after that, I went to med school for a while. And then what most people don't know about me is that I'm actually a health policy or research consultant. So outside of media. So I got into media because, like you, I like trying other things and I don't hesitate when opportunities arise.
Para hindi lang maging routine, di ba?
Yeah, I have Kuya Ryan to thank for that. Kuya Ryan Ramos is the sports person of UNTV. Just one day I bumped into him and then he said, "Why don't you audition? There's an opening for UNTV Cup." And would you believe that I did courtside reporting?
But you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it, but then the first time was very traumatic, I would say. Because it was interesting actually, because it takes a lot of skill and to do that, because you have to focus while there's so much noise going on in the audience. But it was fun, and every day for me, because this is new, the whole media experience was a new thing for me. Every day was a learning experience, so that made it more fun and exciting for me. I have the management to thank for this, but I think my character is more fit and my skills are more fit for use. Because as a health policy and research consultant, you have a certain discipline that you have to study your facts. You have to know before, because when you write a paper, you can't just throw things in the air without finding.
It has to be very objective.
Very objective, you have to be very disciplined, and I think that really helped me move into news more. And it's the same thing with a research discipline. You have that eye for learning your topic in depth, and I was able to apply that to news. You can't just face the people and see the news without understanding it.
Right.
And what's nice about UNTV also is that they gave me a lot of experiences in the field. So they also, before I went into wine news, I was a reporter also for a couple of weeks for UNTV News and IAB. So I got to interview several guests of Get It Straight and with Daniel Razon. I got to cover different events also. So those were also a lot of, it's a different skill set altogether if you do field reports, I mean.
You still get the opportunity to do things that you like.
Of course, it's hard if you burn out.
That's
I've
true.
experienced that a lot in the past. When I worked in government, it was very tiring. And then at some point you realize that you are actually less productive when you're like that. So I see to it that I still have time. First, I have my alone time. So my alone time is I get to watch movies by myself. I like watching movies.
Yes.
I like doing things by myself. Not that you're a loner, but sometimes it helps you experience things more. It helps you process your experiences more when you're doing things by yourself. I like trying new restaurants, trying out new restaurants. I love food. Yeah, rock and roll. Okay. I love hanging out with friends. Like really just chilling out.
Doing
nothing.
Where do you see yourself in a few years from now?
At this point, I'm just welcoming a lot of opportunities, but I see myself choosing between two tracks. So it's either I focus on my health policy work, so that means in a few years' time, I might have to pursue graduate studies abroad, or I focus on my media track. So that means maybe if the station grants it, I would take more opportunities in media, really train myself as a journalist, as a credible news anchor, and build my credibility in the field. So I see those two possibilities.
So there you have it, mga kasangbahay. With the grace of God, the right discipline, focus, and determination, as I always say, no matter what you are and no matter how you start, you can always achieve your goals. And I have always enjoyed working with these two people at any given age. Diego, nung bata pa ako, si Gerry ngayon. And I wonder kung actually magkakaroon kami ng reunion sometime in the near future. I don't know, maybe the colors are a telltale sign. Watch for it right here on Spotlight.